This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so let us start. So, do you have any queries in between for the discussions which we had as of now? Any doubts do you have? Any doubts do you have for the topics which we have till now? Any doubts? Sudhakar garu, any doubts do you have?
Sir, what are the GL accounts will hit on the consignment procurement, sir?
Consignment process, when you do a goods receipt, no GL accounts. There is no accounting documents, right? That is what we discussed. In case of consignment procurement process, no accounting entries at the goods receipt process, right? On my consignment process, right? Okay. See, no finance postings. Okay, but when a GL account will hit, the GL account will hit when you do a transfer posting. Means you are transferring the stocks from the vendor consignment stock to the own stock, right? At that time, the GL accounts will hit and the finance postings will be available. Okay, not at the goods receipt level. We will see what are the transfer posting. This is the transfer posting document which we have done, right? So we will see the finance postings that are happening when you do a transfer. So let me go to the okay, so I will go to MB03. MB03 is the document to display a material document. So what is the material document that is being created when you transfer a stock from vendor consignment to company's own stock? That is 1256, and the material document is 2022 is the year. Okay, so let me now go to the accounting entries. In this system there is some issue with the accounting entries. Accounting entries are not happening. Let me go to another system. We will see. Movement type is 411K, right? Okay, so let me open. I put 411K, but it is showing movement type is 411K, and so let me open one of the 411K movement type. So when you do a 411K movement type, what is happened? So the BSX, nothing but a inventory account. So inventory. So when you transfer a material from vendor consignment stock to your company's own stock, automatically your company stock getting increased, right? That is nothing but inventory. inventory in your company is getting updated. That means the inventory posting transaction event key, that is nothing but a BSX, is getting positive, means it is a positive value of 1,10,000 rupees. That means you will say inventory is getting debit. When you see a positive value for the inventory, that means you will say the inventory is getting credited to debited to a value of 1,10,000. So here it is positive, right? That means I will say it is a debit. Inventory is debited for 10,000 rupees. That means inventory got increased in your company storage location. At the same time, you are liable to make a payment to the consignment vendor. That is nothing but a consignment liabilities. So consignment liabilities is KON. KON is consignment liabilities. Consignment liabilities will negative. That means you can say it is a credit. Credited for the same amount of 1,10,000 rupees. So these are the finance postings. Okay, so when you do a settlement by using MRKO, subsequently your consignment liabilities is getting debited, right? Consignment liabilities is getting positive. That means I will call it as a debit. Debit for 1,10,000 rupees, and at the same time vendor account, that is KBS, right, is getting negative. I will say a credit to the 1,10,000 rupees. Okay, so this is how the postings will be happening in case of the consignment procurement process. Okay, so then we will see the next scenario, that is nothing but a service procurement process. Okay, what is a service procurement process? I will take an example of one of the bike. Let us say I will take an example of the bike. In my company, I have a bike. That particular bike belongs to a production department, let us say. So this particular bike came into a breakdown. I want to make a repair of this particular bike. So to do the repair of this particular bike, when I am trying to do a repair, so I observed that individual repairs. Let us say I want to make a service for the wheel balancing. Wheel balancing is one of the repair. Wheel balancing is one of the repair, and I want to make a tire change, and I want to make a tube change, and I want to make a engine oil change. And I want to do a normal overhauling, or like a gearbox overhauling, etc. So this is the header level service, which is nothing but a bike service. Within the bike service, I am going to do all these individual services like wheel balancing, tire change, tube change, all those things, etc. Right. So now I will call one of the service vendor. He will come to my company and he will try to repair or do all these services against a bike. So like I created a material master data, I will also able to create a service master data for the. Okay, do you have this disturbance now? Hello?
Some small disturbance.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Getting
I
fans.
cannot hear you. Maybe the problem is with you or with me. I can
Hello.
hear you, but there is a disturbance. Yes.
Sir, there is a fan sound, sir. Please switch off.
Okay. Is it fine now?
Very okay, sir.
Sudhakar, I think there is some problem with your mic. Can you check? I cannot hear you properly. There is a disturbance.
Now it's clear, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I need to create a service master data. I can create a service procurement by having a service master data. Also, without having a service master data also, I can create a service procurement process. So let me try to create a services. I will maintain a service master data for these two services, and for these two services I will not maintain any service master data. Right, so let me try to create a service master data. We will see. So I will go to a, what is the transaction code to create a service master data? Anyone knows it? Anyone aware of it? So what is the transaction code for the service master data?
03.
Yeah, okay. So AC, I will go to a logistics. I will go to materials management and I will go to a service master. So I will go to the services. I will click on services AC03. So I will try to create a service. So I will give a naming convention as wheel balancing. So wheel balancing is one of the service, and I will select a service purchasing, and I will select and I will give a service group over here, and I will define a valuation class for the services. That is 3200 is the valuation class, and I will try to save this particular service. So the service that, oh, it is very lengthy number it give. Okay, so let me, so this is the service number which got created. I will also give a tire change as a one of the another service. Tire change is a another service, and tube change also I will try to create as a one of the service. I will try to save it. So So like this, I have created a service master data. I also, for the remaining two services, there is no service master data existed. Even though there is no service master data, I can create a service procurement process. Service master data is not a mandatory requirement to create or to do a service procurement. So let me now create a service purchase requisition, right? So I will go to the, so what is the step number 1 of the procurement cycle? So I need to create a service purchase requisition. Let me take process. So to create a service master data, service purchasing process, you need to have a cost center defined. This particular service you are doing against a cost center, means whatever may be the service cost that is being occurred against this particular bike will be expensed to a department known as a cost center. So I need to define production department as a cost center. So cost center will be created by controlling team, and you need to select that particular cost center. Also the GL account against which you are going to do the postings, you need to select a GL account as well. Okay, let me select a relevant GL account and cost center details. I will see if there is any existing service. Service item category for the service is D and account assignment category is K. Okay, so I will try to see what are the services, if there is any. Okay, so this is one of the 77076, right? I will go to ME23. Okay, so the GL account is 4 lakhs, against which I want to post a consumption of these services which I am trying to do it, and the cost center is 9361. So cost center will be created by a controlling consultant, GL account will be provided by finance consultant. Okay, now what I will do, I will try to create a service purchase requisition. So I will go to the ME51 transaction code. So create service purchase requisition. Service purchase requisition. So let me go to ME. I will select how my system will come to know that I am trying to do a service. It is with account assignment category as K and item category as D. D is nothing but a service. I am not going to give any material over here. Instead, I am going to specify a service description, that is Honda bike service. one activity unit means complete Hero Honda bike I will be creating as a service at the line item detail, line item level of the purchase requisition. Then what is the plant? Plant is 3200. And what is the purchasing group? 000. And what is the purchase organization is 3000. So when you, this is the header level service, nothing but a Honda service. Within this, what are the individual services you are going to perform? You need to mention it over here. So I have these services to be performed, for which I have a service master data. I will mention the services over here. For the two services where I don't have a service master data, I can simply mention the description over here. Okay, so how much quantity wheel balancing I am doing? I am doing 2 wheels. Then tire change 2 tires, and tube change is 2 tubes. Engine oil change is 2 liters. What is the unit of measurement? 2 liters or 2 liters, right? Okay, just put anything, don't worry. I will take it as used. Each packet price is, let us say, 10 USD. Gearbox overhauling 1 gearbox. Also, the gross price for the wheel balancing is 10, and here also 10, here also 10. So when I click on enter button, so for each and every service I need to specify a relevant GL account and the cost center details, right? So this is the GL account and 9361 is the cost center. For the service number 2 also, and the service number 3 also. So I need to maintain a relevant cost center and the GL account details, for which I wanted to do a service. I will try to click on check. Now I will save it. So this is the service purchase requisition that got created. That is 100,48009. Okay, so now I need to release this service purchase requisition if required. I will go to ME54N. So there is no release strategy. I will now try to convert this requisition into a order. I will go to ME21N and service PO, right? Okay, so I will try to convert this into a service PO. 3212 is the vendor. I will go to document overview on, and I will select, I will copy. So I will just check. So what is the total service, including all the child services? I'm going to pay an amount of 90 USD to the vendor as a Hero Honda bike service. So what are individual services it includes? It includes all these individual services, right? So 2 multiplied by 10 is 20, 20, 20, 20, 80 plus 10, 90. Total 90 USD is the complete service charges I am going to pay to the service vendor 3212. So I will just check and I will try to save this PO. So the service PO number which got created is 45000 22555. Then I need to release this PO. So let me now try to release this PO. I will go to ME29N to release this PO. Okay, so there is no PO released. I will now go back and I will try to. So the next step is goods receipt process, right? In case of service procurement, no goods receipt will be done. No goods receipt. Instead, you are going to do a service entry sheet creation. Goods receipt will be done in case of material procurement, but in case of service procurement, no goods receipt. Instead, you are going to do a service entry sheet creation. So what is the transaction code to create a service entry sheet? That is ML81N, right? So I will go to a logistics. I will go to the materials management, then service entry sheet. ML81N is the transaction code to create a service entry sheet. I will just double click it over here and I will go to the, I will try to create a new service entry sheet. So not this PO, so I will go back. I will go to the other purchase order. And what is the purchase order against which I am trying to do a service entry sheet? So this is the purchase order. I will select the purchase order and I will click on continue and I will click on create. So this is the purchase order against which I am trying to do a service entry sheet. So I will write something over here, service entry sheet for PO 45000225, and I will go to the service selection. I will select on against this particular service. I am going to click, I will select adopt full quantity. I will go to the OK button, and these are the services, right, against the PO. So I will select all the services and I will click on adopt services. So whatever may be the services that I have completed as a part of Hero Honda bike service is getting copied over here. I will now try to click on save. So the service entry sheet number 10000 is now created. 100000693 is now created. So now what I will do, I will go to the PO and I will try to see whether the PO history got updated over here or not. See, the PO history got updated for the, this is the service entry sheet for 90 USD. Then what I will do, I will try to approve this particular service entry sheet by using, I will go to the change mode of the service entry sheet. You will go right. Let us say you gave a bike for the repair. What you will do? They will prepare one invoice for all the services what they have done and they will bill it to you, right? You will go to the showroom and you will verify whether all the services are completely done or not. If they're done, you are going to accept that particular bill, right? So in the same way, you need to accept the service entry sheet as well. So I will go to a change mode of the service entry sheet. You see there is something known as accept. So I will click on, I think this is not the PO, right? What is the service entry sheet? Okay, this is the service entry sheet. Okay, so this is the service entry sheet. I want to accept. So what I will do, I will go to the change mode. When I click on change mode, this particular accept tab will be automatically available. So what I will do, I will just click on accept and I will save it. So the service is now accepted. When you accepted a service, then the goods receipt will be automatically posted in the backend further, and it will create a material document. So that is nothing but a GR. So GR document will be created automatically when you post a service, when you accept a service. So GR number is 4950341. So now I will see the purchase order history. I will go to ME23N. You see a goods receipt is created automatically with 101 movement type. So what are the financial postings? I will go to the finance postings. Finance postings are, you see over here, it is a service, right? Means in case of the material procurement, it is a BSX which got debited, but here it is a service, right? So the service is nothing but a KBS. So the purchased services account got debit for 90 USD, and a WRX, nothing but a GRIR clearing account, is getting credit. This is not a material procurement, right? Since it is a service procurement, your KBS account is getting nothing but a purchasing services is getting debited, and WRX is getting credited for 90 USD. Okay, so then we were able to do a goods receipt and the service entry sheet creation. Then what next? I need to do a invoice verification via Myro. So invoice verification process is normal how you do it in case of material procurement. Let me try to do it a invoice verification process. Invoice verification process is a normal way how you do it. 20062022, and I will put a F invoice number. Before that, I will see whether the posting periods are fine or not. Okay. So what is the PO number? Okay, so I am going to do a 90 USD payment for the services. So including tax, it will be 90 plus 80.9. It is a 108.9. Okay, let me now simulate and do the post. So the invoice document number got created is 510 560 9556. Then payment run via F110. The same way how you do it a payment run for the another scenarios, we can do it over here as well. I will go to F110. Payment date is today's date. I can give any identification number. Company code is 3000. Payment methods are check payment. Next payment date is 30/06. 3212 is the vendor. I will go to additional log. I will select these things. 3212. So I will try to save this. I will run proposal. I will click on immediate. So the proposal is now created. I will go to the display proposal. So the proposal is now created, right? Let me now go to the FBL1 and transaction code. You see an amount of 108.9 USD is now due, immediate due, as on today, to the vendor against the services which I have procured for the invoice number 51all014. So with this, we are able to complete a service procurement scenario. Any doubts on this service procurement scenario? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, so please try to practice it and let me know if you have any issues. So tomorrow we will discuss about the another scenario known as a returnable transport packaging material procurement scenario. Then we will start with a non-stock material, non-valuated material, and intra-company and intercompany STO scenarios execution. Okay, so thanks for joining the call. Bye bye.